Good morning, good morning. Coming at you. What the fuck is today? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. August 5th, 2021. Little YDBT daily. Today we're talking stick shift stuff. Show you a couple of examples of what I'm talking about with the stick shift game before I get way too into it. I wanted to, just kind of talk about the state of today's stick shift silliness. I really pay attention to a lot of the stuff that's going on out there, and I think the spirit of the true stick shift game is going away. And I'll tell you why, and I'll show you examples as to why, and then we'll just talk some shit. If it just devolves into R2D2 sounds or something like that, it just devolves into just ridiculousness. So that was a Whipple supercharged S550, by the way, with the wine mod. So let's say hi to the people here, and then we'll get to it. We got, who the hell is this? RS Decide 8. I'm on the road from Houston back to Tennessee. Can't wait to tune in. Andres Martinez, JD Swag, 690 West. The dailies have been great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Something to look forward to. Why the hell not? We got Clip Clop. We got Mike Rodriguez. Allen S550 says, Lund for the win. Thank you so much. Anthony with the wrench. For the OnlyFans, the real ones know. The real ones know what the wrench means. The real ones know. Bring Your Wood Screw says, became a Bitcho level member. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Boosted 10R80. Hello, everyone. Had a question. Okay, we'll get questions later. I just want to say the introductions. Ivan D, 508 Josh, Miniback Madman, Boosted 10R80. Already said him. JD Swag, Jovic, Jared Wells, Lost Build Mechanic. Still waiting for the MGW shifter. What, do I owe you an MGW shifter? I'm not going to give you an MGW shifter. Does MGW still make shifters, or did they get out of that game and start making wallets again? I don't know what's going on with them. Joseph Boosted and Senepal, 508 Josh, K. Lau, Casey Watson, Riley Neufeld, Trevor Gerfin, Paraguan Tutimiriquado's in the house. Damn, I haven't seen that name in forever, especially on the dailies. And Gordon Kemmerling. And okay, let's get to it. We got 171 people and about 60 likes. So that's about right, about 40% or so. I got a little Gran Turismo 4 playing in the background, just so you guys know that I pretty much brought all my gaming consoles out here. So the Sega, the PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch are here. I have yet to bring over the Xbox, so I could just have everything on one television. This room will be the whatever the fuck room to have some good background stuff going on there. Okay. The modern stick shift game, in my opinion, is trending towards more something that resembles the automatic transmission game. Bear with me. The modern clutch, the modern stick shift game, the Billy Baddest of the baddest motherfuckers run usually a Black Magic clutch. Oh, he's feisty. Black Magic clutch. They run long arm style clutches. They run transmissions that do not need the clutch pedal actuated in between the shifts. And that hurts my soul. It hurts me. Every time I think, should I get into this? Should I get back into it? Because I am a stick shift dude. And now that I work in the business, by the way, guys, if you work in the business, your personal car takes a back seat to everyone else's car. So typically, you got to know that going in, that you're like if you work in construction, or if you're a home builder, your house is probably trash. Your house is probably trash. So you're like, hey, I'm not gonna. I've been framing houses all fucking day. The last thing I want to do is come home and work on my goddamn deck. You just want to fucking relax. Same thing with cars. If you work with cars all day, the last thing you want to do is come home and work on your own car. No. Okay, come on. You're being a little asshole. You're being a little asshole. So let me do this. Let me put him on my lap. That'll calm him down for the show, or I'll just put him in his crate, and then he'll fucking relax there. So, usually, when you see stick shift cars, what is his deal? When you see stick shift cars, the fastest ones, you notice that the guys are not clutching in. The real fast ones are not clutching in between the shifts. They don't clutch in between the shifts. And I go, well, wait a minute. How is that different than Pro Stock? Nothing against Pro Stock. I think that's the most fun class to watch on NHRA Racing. That and Pro Mod. So typically, I would like to see the clutch being actuated via the pedal in between the shifts on every stick shift car, regardless of the class. But now people have things where they have timing retard on a switch on the shifter. So the moment the handle starts to move back, it cuts spark, and then you do a 2-3, it cuts spark. So you're like, and then you see the guy's left foot not moving, and I went, So that reminded me of Pro Stock. So I'll show you what, for those of you, again, a lot of you guys probably don't give a shit, but this subject matter is near and dear to my heart because I love the stick shift game and I feel it's going away. So let's look at a Pro Stock driver's basically over here's the clutch. You'll see him release the clutch and he goes through the gears obviously without, actuating the pedal in between the shifts. Boom. Awesome. Super cool. Yep. Awesome. Billy badass. Not a problem with that. But then you have dumbasses like me who put this car on a dyno one day. And I said, because this is a Mustang dyno and it has the ability to record a quarter mile time. So I said, why? Well, let's put the black car on it. This was way back in the day when I worked at a shop in Houston. And you were able to make a quarter mile pass. And I strapped it down as tight as I could, and I did a little quarter mile pass. And then Mod Nationals, when I won the driver mod event, even though there was like 2 people in it. So stuff like that kind of, there's a homeboy. I love that guy. That guy's good people. So stuff like that is going away because now you guys have guys that are launching with a thing called a man's brake, which you actuate, or I don't know how the hell they do it. I don't care. It's just so gay to me. Love ya. It's Billy Badass for the big top dogs. I think it's awful. I think it takes away from the spirit of actually actuating the clutch with your pedal. Now, the pro classes, they can do whatever they want. I don't care. The pro classes, it can be all out, man's brake, no clutch activation in between the shifts, not a problem. I have no issue with that. My issue is there are no classes for everybody else. People that have, I don't know if it's called a diaphragm style clutch, not long arm, where you actually have to clutch in between the shifts. Because back in the day, Fun Ford Weekend, you used to have cars that were way in the 9s and some in the 8s that were actually actuating the clutch in between the shifts. And I thought to myself, that's driving. Not to say that the pro classes isn't driving. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you can say driver mod if you're actually driving the vehicle and actuating the clutch in between the shifts, in my opinion. So it's gone away. The spirit of stick shift racing, in my opinion, has gone away, and the path has been paved for long arm style clutches, not clutching in between the shifts, to be the fastest of the stick shift guys. And I wonder at what point do those classes only become pro classes? Because I've actually seen people complain that certain stick shift classes do not allow a long arm style clutch, and they start fucking bitching and moaning. And I'm like, dude, just don't run it. Don't run the class instead of complaining and trying to bend the rules so that your car could go in there, run a 7.0 and destroy everybody else because you want the rules basically made for your car, an all-out pro class. So that means I can show up with a pro stock car as long as it has an alternator and as long as the thing turns on, and you can't complain with my Liberty 5-speed or whatever the fuck they use in pro stock, no clutching in between. You cannot complain. If you're in the pro class and you have an H pattern style T56 long arm style clutch, run low 7s, you cannot complain if I bring a pro stock mountain motor of a fucking car to the same class. That's my issue. I think there should be something of a street class where it's diaphragm, it's clutching in between the shifts. How do you verify that? You really don't. Honestly, you just got to say, these are the approved clutches. Honestly, you're going to have to say, these are the approved clutches, right? You have to actually actuate the clutch in between the shifts. And if you don't, you're out. And if you want to complain and bitch, run the pro class, and a pro stock car can show up to the same class, and you can't bitch and moan about it. So I'm kind of saddened that that's what's killing the stick shift game, in my opinion. Technology is great. I love the technology. But I'm telling you, it's really difficult to get into it when all the driver aids take away the driving of the car. He's going after it. You're coming. Dude, you're halfway there. This is the meritocracy here. You make it or break it on your own. So if you make it here, you're good. No? I don't know. You can't be halfway. You can't be this welfare check receiving motherfucker. You either make it or you don't. We'll see. If he falls off the screen, he didn't make it, but he'll learn the next time. So, the Goblin says, honor system. Yeah, right. It's like, how do you police it? GoPro the guy's lap. The Goblin, real simple. Approved clutches. Approved clutches. Right? Have it be a bitch-ass clutch. If you don't like it, leave. Don't run the class. Real simple. Run the pro class. I have no issue with the pro class being super all out, whatever the fuck you can do. I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with guys that can fit in the pro class bitching and complaining about wanting to be in the low class. You know how every motherfucker does. They sandbag. So they want to win a race. So they say, well, I have a long arm style clutch. He fell. He didn't make it. This is a meritocracy here. So in my opinion, if you don't want to run that shit, if you don't want to run the approved clutches for that class, get the fuck out. Run the pro class. And if a pro stock 700 cubic inch car shows up, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. All the people that suck with a manual are going 10 or 80. That's the other thing. I think driver mod, if you have a man's brake, if you don't clutch in between the shifts, who am I, right? I'm a nobody. But when you say driver mod, I'm going to say, you might want to be quiet. You might want to be quiet. Because if you're not clutching in between the shifts, you're just yanking the gear down and up. Like I saw Evan Smith drive I don't know, some old piece of shit. And it's like, took off, went to second, no clutch, no clutching in, went to third, straight up because it had a vertigate shifter, no clutching in, straight down. And I'm like, where's the skill? There is no skill, in my opinion. You're just basically like a Turbo 400. I'm blown away that I drove a Turbo 400 car for the first time in my life and went within a tenth of that car's overall record ever. And I'm not saying I'm a driver mod. I'm just saying it's that fucking easy. It's that fucking easy. So don't call yourself a driver mod. If one, you're not clutching in, if you got all the driver assist on the planet, and if you ever launch with a button, again, I'm not calling myself a driver mod, but if you launch with a button, that means you have a manual with a man's brake, you are automatically disqualified from the driver mod class or driver mod moniker. You can't call yourself a driver mod. All right, guys, let's get to the bullshit, start talking shit. I'm sure parts of this will get clipped. It'll get put on stick shift this and stick shift that, which is okay. What I'm saying is the pros can run all the shit, but don't be pissy and moany if you can't run in a lower class that outlaws half of the driver aids you guys have. Run the pro shit. If you're not as fast as the pros, too bad. That means a pro stock car can show up to that bitch and take your money, plain and simple. Tony said bye. He just dropped off. He just literally dropped off. I guarantee by the end of the show, there's going to be 15 puddles of shit and piss because if I don't monitor the dude, he just does his own thing. You'll still need a driver mod for the 10 or 80. No, you don't. My buddy just blew up his second gear into MTD2, 40 sending a new one under warranty. Ha. They need to put a clutch pedal on a Tesla that does nothing but honk and give you a gold sticker every time you press it. My dad always said, take the sport out of a sports car. It's an automatic. Look, I think the slipper clutches, the slipper long arm, I don't want to say slipper because every clutch slips technically. I think it's great technology and you still have to give it, put the gears in the actual spot. But if you're not clutching in between the shifts, don't talk to me about driver mod. I'm just sorry. Don't talk to me about driver mod. 17 GT plan on going a Vortec or a Paxton in the future. Got 355s currently. So Caliber, he doesn't even know how to spell Caliber. Caliber, stage 3 MTD2 or T56 Magnum swap, money not being a factor. Money not being a factor, you're going to have a stronger trans with a T56. You're going to have a stronger trans with a T56. So we'll see how that goes. But I think you'll save money and you'll probably have more clutch options with a T56. You'll probably have, you have to get the cross member, you have to get a drive shaft, you have to get a whole bunch of different things to make sure that sucker works. But you're going to save a lot of money with the Ben Caliber Stage 3 100%. Just got my wife into her first manual car, 16 GT Premium. It's sad how many people our age don't or can't drive a manual. TR6060 says fast hippo. Yeah, TR6060 is a good trans, especially if you can find one that, you have shifter options. You can literally put the shifter in the mid, there's 2 or 3 different positions. I prefer those. I prefer the T56. The Magnum XL, in my opinion, is King Daddy. The way it feels, the way everything is just suited nicely for, especially for an S197. But TR6060, the 1-2 shift is sloppy as shit if the shifter is mounted remotely. So, boy, the homeboy's having a good old time. Let me close the door. He's having a good old time out there. Hey, cabrón, ¿qué tú haces? Cállate, cabrón. Yep. Okay, so. Hey, Alex, your subscriber count gone up since the daily uploads? If so, by how much? A couple hundred, not a lot. I used to, the beginning, when this channel started, I was getting 500 or 600 subscriptions a month. Once I started doing more lives, it slowed down. And I wonder if just algorithmically YouTube doesn't like live streams. They just like 10-minute videos. So who knows? I'm not worried about it. Andrew Cuomo is in the house and he does it with everybody. I mean, he does it with everyone.
I do it with everyone.
Everyone.
Black and white, young and old, straight.
Everyone. He does it with everyone. Ripping gears on the T56 soon. What's the ideal shift RPMs on a Gen 3 NA with the 85, 7500, 7500, 7500, 7500? Like every single stock cammed Gen 2 and up Coyote, if you have a high revving manifold like a Boss or a 18 manifold or a GT350 manifold, I don't care if the 350 manifold, you guys think because it's in a GT350, it can rev to 8100. You have stock cams. Your stock cams at about 7500 kind of start to peter out. Actually, before 7500, but I say rev it a little more so you can your peak torque when you give it the next shift. The fast class was really cool. Factory appearing stock tire class. Guys running high 9s on 7-inch wide tire, polyglass tire. So the other thing is the Coyote stock class. I think that's very competitive and cool, but I think they also can run a long arm style clutch. And I think they run G101As, AKA not clutching in between the shifts. And that just, in my opinion, I'm a nobody. I look at that class like, it's all about the setup, right? And reaction time. Because if you're all governed by the same motor, same tune, same everything, it's about clutch setup and reaction time. The shifting is just going to happen if it's a G101A, unless you're absolutely retarded. Again, I always make fun of the fact that you can probably have a trained monkey. Like, what are the smartest monkeys? Orangutans or actual gorillas? You could probably, I think there was a gorilla that learned sign language. You could probably have a trained monkey and go, okay, bro, hit that button, put it in drive. Don't even do a burnout. Just go around the water box because it's NA. And then just foot brake it. And when the last yellow light hits, just floor it. And they'll probably cut like a 0.1 something and run the same number your stupid ass runs. So that makes me go, okay, at least, the skill is gone there. That's how I pretty much can tell if you are a driver mod or not. If a monkey can do it, then you are not a driver mod. A primate can do it. You're not a driver mod. So I wonder if I can get Coco the gorilla to learn how to shift a G101A. Like, release the clutch, Coco, because their feet are like hands. So I wonder if I can get a trained monkey to roll gears in a G101, because you don't got to clutch in, because that actually takes some coordination. You're just yanking back and forth. It takes no coordination. Team Chimp racing out here. How you guys doing? We're here at the NMRA Bowling Green Finals, and we got a monkey in the driver mod class, and he's actually number 2 qualifier. Could you imagine? Oh, boy. Oh, shit. Any thoughts on single turbo versus Paxton? Jesus Christ. Can we stop with the turbo versus this versus that, TVS versus Whipple, what's better for my car, this versus... Just shut the fuck up. How do you want your power to come in and buy that fucking thing? Oh, what's better, a single on 3 or a Paxton? If you're even considering an on 3, you're already fucking broke, bro. This shit ain't for you, man. This shit ain't for you. Alex, I have a 2020 350 E85 tune by you. All stock, Lund tune, and freer flowing exhaust. Would I benefit from revving it any higher than the stock 8250 RPM? No. Nope. Nope. Just shift it at 8250 and you're good to go. There is no reason to shift it any higher. Phil likes it. Boosted 10 already says, just now ordered the 4 Innovations fuel system. Thanks for the recommendations. Much appreciated. Hopefully you use Beefcake's website because that's where I actually did all the comparisons. No, I used the 4 Innovations website themselves. Just checking in. I'll catch the replay later. Thank you, Pedro. It's bananas out here. Coco just ran 7s. How can I order my driver mod from Lund? Okay, I gotta take the bottle away from homeboy. He is absolutely pissing me off. There, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Go play with anything else but that. I mean, holy shit. All I hear is the bottle rattling around in my fucking ears. Unreal. Hey, on 3 is local. They aren't that bad. Whatever. You look, they're not bad, but it's a cheap turbo kit. And when you try to put it together, oh, they're fucking awesome. Then you try to make 2 things mate together and you're like, no, it's still cool. And then you got 3 ratchet straps and then you're heating up the pipe and you're hitting shit with a hammer and you're like, it's still good. It's still good. I swear to God, it's still good. Have at it. I don't care. And fuck it if they get mad at me. I don't give a shit. Hey, Alex, I see why Lund doesn't tune the Gen 3 Roush supercharger. I'm not going to check anyone else's garage. I already know the Roush blower is a dud and it needs everything. And I've told you that from the get-go, but you guys need me to check someone else to verify what we have said for months, actually over a year. And you want me to look at someone's Instagram page or someone's YouTube and go, look, they had issues? No shit. We don't need verification. We know what that thing's capable of. Chimp Racing sent on IG. Okay, what do we got? Chimp Racing, we got. It better be good. It better not be junk. Yeah. I mean, that's good. That's very good. I like that very much. Thank you for sending me that picture. So yeah, Anna Maria Bowling Green. If I'm gonna one day if YouTube if I really make it on YouTube, I'm gonna make sure that I somehow get a trained chimp to run a 10R80 car down the track just to shit on all you stupid motherfuckers that think you're drivers with that shit. Look at that. The monkey's like in a mini Indy car. Oh my God. Fuck all that shit. It's crazy. All right. Hitting it with a hammer. Michael Nunn. You know what I'm talking about. Shit. I've seen some of those kits. I'm like, good luck making that mate. Oh, come on. Have you guys ever had, every time I'm on Facebook, I see someone post, hey, have you guys ever had fitment issues on the On3 kits? And I'm like, yeah, everyone ever in history. They're cheap. They make power. Wuhan whistles, whatever. It's cheap. They make power. You're not paying for the kit. You're paying in labor to make it fit. Justin Harshman, can you explain the RTD for those of us that are late to the party? No. You go to Lund Racing, click on RTD support, and it tells you everything that's going on in there. I don't need to explain it for the 80th time on this channel. I've done it enough. S. Roop in the house says, Alex, with fuel system, half of my ass off. Keep up the content. Smash the like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. S. Roop gets it. I think all his shit has 4 innovation stuff. And every single time, I mean, I think Midnight works on his stuff. And if Midnight sees some Bobo kit show up, they're probably going to be like, bro, take this shit out and put a 4 Innovations kit on it. I don't think they'll make something that you bought and half-assed it with speaker wires to work. They're just not going to do that. 1080s are God, don't hate. Yeah, okay. Okay, just, again, don't get over 800 horse, and they're no better than a 6R80. What's your thoughts on P&R ice tanks? They work. What is wrong with people, man? What are your thoughts on P&R ice tanks? They work. It's a tank. How can you fuck up a tank? It's a tank. It holds water. It does a really good job of holding water. What do you what do you think of Moroso gas caps? They thread on nicely. They feel good. It's a tank. The fuck? What do you want me to think about a tank? The tank. Fuck. David Martin says on-3 kits are for welders. Nagasaki noisemakers. I'll just go to a firm and make an on-3 kit, I guess. Good evening, Alex and also Wild Horse. My ice tank works, the Hot Sauce GT350. Look, PNRs are fine. The ones I have and the ones I suggest to get are TIG Vision stuff. I know people probably don't want to spend the money because you guys do the same stupid bullshit. Oh man, I don't want to promote that fucking website. Fuck that. I'm looking at anything but that website. Ugh. Come on, where TIG Vision? There you go. Okay, good. TIG Vision, they're actual. I like TIG Vision stuff. So if you guys are asking me, what do you like? I like TIG Vision stuff. Sorry. This is what's in the GT500. This is what I recommend. This is what I like to run. And they're a local company, and I like to support them, and that's what I run. PNR looks almost identical. It's not that difficult to design a tank, but if I'm going to buy a tank, it'll be TIG Vision stuff. I think you need a banner on the bottom. Again, no Gen 3 Whipple questions. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Like constantly. What's the best supercharger for a first gen Coyote F-150? I can't find any Whipple. What's the best supercharger for this engine and this body? 10R80 so nice. You barely dropped RPMs on the shift. I paddle shift mine though. Hey Wheeler, you're not being serious, right? You're not being serious about like the 10R80 so nice. Like 10R80s are fucking, they're no better than a 6R80 in my opinion. Again, do a pull in the 10R80 and then immediately just drive like a normal person. What's going to happen? That thing's going to skip shift, miss. It's going to fucking lock the converter, unlock the converter. It's going to do 15 different things. And you're going to go, hey, Alex, I got a Lund tune, by the way, Lund tune for the win, by the way. And I noticed that 3 months after I got the tune, the trans started acting up. Do you know, can you take a look at it and do a revision? Why do I need to do a revision on anything that's 3 months old? The tune is done and gone. Imagine you buy a car from Ford and then the trans starts to act up and you call Ford and you're like, hello, Ford? Yeah. I need my stock tune revised because I think the tune kind of forgot how to shift. They'll laugh at you. Treat it exactly that way. It's all fun and games until your Nagasaki noisy boys go to Hiroshima on your bottom end. Exactly. Like a lot of people think that the on-3 stuff is like bulletproof. And I'm like, guys, it's a budget turbo system. So it'll do budget turbo system things. It's just how it is. It'll work good and when it works, and when it don't. But expect it not to work pretty quickly. Lone Star Performance Film says, I got a 14 6R80 VMP Gen 3. Is it worth going to a 355, 373s over the stock 315? I mean, you got a Gen 3 on it? No. Why would you do a 355 and 373? Why would you do something that requires, why don't you just get a converter? Like, what is the reasoning behind that? Why don't you just get a smaller pulley and race gas? Why don't you just get a smaller pulley and race gas? Instead of opening up the rear end and completely having to reconfigure the tune to make the 355s and 373s work properly. I don't understand that thought process. You think a gear swap is just simple? It's labor intensive. Just pulley down and put race gas in it. Oh no, but I wanna accelerate. And then all of a sudden they start going, hey Alex, can you lessen the timing on the hit? It just blows the tire off because first gear is like 407 in a 6R80 coupled with a 355 from a 315. So now the starting line ratio is ass. So now it's up to the tuner to make it hook on a no prep night. No, thank you. Eventually you guys are going to have to do some work. Once a tune is sent to you guys, it is up to you to make the car work. I love how people go, can I get less timing on the hit because I'm on the street in a no prep deal and do a longer burnout. Put 50 pounds of weight in the trunk. Put sandbags in the trunk. Give it more bar angle. I mean, what the fuck what are you doing? What are you doing that you think the tuner is going to magically fix every single little thing on the planet? Sometimes, actually 90% of the time, it's up to you to make it work. So get your ass off the fucking, off your fucking ass. Get your ass off your fucking ass. Get off your fucking ass and start making the car work where you're going to race it instead of relying on the tuner to do everything. Like, I don't get people that do it. Once a tune is sent, you guys, the rest is up to you. The only thing we can do is shift points and max timing. Yeah, we could do ramp this, ramp that, but honestly, those are for the really high horsepower guys. For bitch asses that are NA and want more timing on the hit, less timing on the hit, bro, shut the fuck up. Grow up with your bullshit. Rydell says, what do you think about stainless power headers? This is what I mean about working in the industry. How much do stainless power headers cost? How much do stainless power headers cost? How long have you guys been watching my shit? And how many times have I recommended stainless power headers? How many times have I recommended budget fuel systems? How many times have I recommended shit-ass race stars and VMSs? How many times have I recommended cheap parts? I've literally never recommended cheap parts in my life. The only people that recommend cheap parts are broke motherfuckers that want to get into a game that requires you to have a lot of money to be in it. You need a lot of money to be in the Coyote racing game. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you do not have thousands and thousands of dollars, this game's not for you, bro. If you can barely afford your car and you have a choice between $500 headers and $1,500 headers, and you go, I'll get the 500 because they're cheap and they're fine, and then they rot out 1 year later, you're going to go, why did it rot out? And you're calling them up, hey, why did your $500 headers rot out? I spent $500 with you guys. They shouldn't be rotting out. Bro. Oh, bro. Stupid. Let's see. X-Racing headers. Buy once, cry once. Alex, I think you'd be a great cop. The patience you have with these questions is top notch. I'd be a terrible cop. I'd be like, license and registration, sir? Am I being detained? Boom! Shut the fuck up. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm the cop. Shut the fuck up. Give me your shit if you have nothing to hide. If you have nothing to hide, stop trying to film me and trying to get me on the police shit. Asshole, you were going 80 into 50. Give me your shit. Actually, I had conversations with the shit. Boom! Shut the fuck up. No way. I don't want to be a cop. No fucking way. I don't want to be a cop. What's homeboy doing? He's all riled up. Simonized buckets, don't be a scrub or whatever. Ultimate headers or Canelo will let you know what's up. Exactly. I'm an ultimate header guy first. Ultimate header first, okay? Oh, what? Because they support you. They give. Asshole, I have it on all of my cars for a reason. And one thing I've never had to touch in any of the vehicles is the headers, except the GT500. And they are not ultimate headers. That's the only vehicle that doesn't have ultimate headers. Jeremiah Camp in the house. What's up, Jeremiah? How you doing? Looking at BL Fab single. How does the power deliver? Oh, here we go. You know, turbo people need to just fucking... If you're considering a turbo and you're asking me, how does the power deliver differently at 5,000 RPMs between the turbo and the Sentry? Listen to this question. Ruby Red Coyote. You need to sell your car. Looking at a BL Fab single. How does the power deliver differently at 5,000 RPMs between the turbo and the Sentry? You mean a turbo that you can vary the boost, or a supercharger that you physically have to stop the car, remove the fucking belt, remove the pulley, put the pulley on. With a BL Fab kit, you can go from gate pressure, which is like 7 or 8 PSI, to 21 PSI. So the RPM matters fuck all because it depends on at what boost level you're at 5,000 RPM. You sell your car, bro. Get into go-karts, get into anything. Sell your car. Sell your car. Sell your fucking car. He's asking me at 5,000 RPMs, how does a BL Fab kit hit over a fucking Paxton? At what boost level? At what boost level? Bro. I think the good thing about this chat is it makes you realize how many people don't know shit about cars. And if you're like a old school car guy or a new school car guy, and even if you're not a fan of mine, I'm telling you, this channel and this chat makes you realize how clueless people are. I do roll racing 40 to 50 miles an hour, and I'm between a Paxton and a turbo. At 5,000 RPMs, how does the power delivery differ? What the fuck are you talking about? What if the BL Fab kit is at 21 PSI, and what if the fucking Paxton kit is at 10, 11, 12? And then he's going to say, well, at the same PSI, asshole. Bro. I can't. Like, I can't answer stupid questions today. It's just not going to happen. I had six cars on the dyno today. 6 cars on the dyno today. Paramount Speed, Rami. I had Snake Pit Racing. I had HPJ is going to be tomorrow. Then I had another gentleman with a single manual car. Is going to be at SET this weekend in Bowling Green. I'm tapped out. They're all good. Thank God. But the last thing I need to tell a guy is, well, explaining turbo power curves and efficiency maps and... Dude. Unreal. He should sell his shit, bro. He should sell his shit. Hunter Walker, all right, I will find me another S197. Jared, you stupid motherfucker. You're young. You just got a bunch of money in your pocket, and now you're going to build another S197? Bro, unless it's a leftover project that someone just abandoned or something. Alex going to make Ruby Red kill himself. He's not going to kill himself. He's just going to realize how stupid of a question that is. I think he thought, like, I guess people don't understand turbos. Like at all. They have no idea how a turbo operates. What do you think is better? A twin? Do you think singles or twins are better? I'm like, oh my God, my head. What is homeboy doing? You got to go in the crate to get the bear, asshole. Let me help him out quick. Hey, asshole. You got to go in the crate. And then, here you go. Have fun. My God. It's like having a child. It's legit like having a child. So any single time I meet a girl and she's like, she starts talking about her kid, I'll just start talking about my dog because it's the same shit. How dare you equate your kid with my kid with your dog? I'm like, no, the dog's better. I could just drop them off at the pound. Alex, out of curiosity, you guys get the tickets triaged to you by Nardi and Tyler? Yes. Or do you guys grab them from the inbound queue yourselves? Fuck no. Because if I grab them from the queue myself, I would not ever get a Flex Tune guy. Fuck that Flex Tune. Let Brandon, Dakota, and Junior get all the Flex Tunes. Because Paramount Speed today was a great example. 2 revisions, it made 680 horsepower with a Whipple. The next E85 revision made 7 something, and I think they're going to end up in the 800s. 4 revisions, we're done. With a Flex Tune guy, I am 13 revisions in. Why? Base file, pump gas, and all your bullshit. Then we adjust. So if you got a P51 intake and I got to adjust it 15 times, JLT, the only intake I don't have to adjust 15 times is the PMAS. So that's like 4 revisions on the base file, then the Flex, then E85. Then I have to babysit you through the Flex and E85 process. Alex, how come it's not learning? Did you read the direction? Yep, read them again. It tells you right there it might not lock into place. But what should I read the directions 3? Now that's 4 or 5 emails of just me telling them, read the directions, read the directions, read the directions, read the directions. Then they finally read it. People get a huge paragraph like this in the email and they don't even read it. They just go, what do I do next? Read the reply. It tells you everything you need to do. Now, there are very few cases where after I send the Flex and E85 tune and the instructions, guys just get it. And I get 2 logs back. Flex, E85. Logs attached, Alex. Let me know how everything is doing. Oh my God. Sir, you're all set. It looks wonderful. Great job. And that person, I remember that person because when they upgrade to a supercharger or turbo or anything else, I know they're smart. So I'm already going to like them. PMAS and CJ intake manifold is a good combo. It is a good combo. Bitch, I was there at Paramount Speed watching the car on the dyno today. Badass car. Edgar Sanchez. See what I mean? I don't know what we ended at because he didn't get me the logs back in time. So tomorrow we'll finish up. But dude, those guys are legit. Super legit. But we know turbos go whoosh. Standalone video answering a bunch of old questions new guys have and just link instead of answering it 20 more times. Food for thought. Oh, so more work? Oh, okay. So I have to make a standalone video asking a bunch of questions, answering a bunch of questions. So that means I have to make 70 more videos so that it's a standalone video answering one question. And then I have to link you to that answer every fucking time. No, fuck that. Start reading, understand how to read, comprehend what you're reading. And if you don't, get someone who can. If you're bad with computers, get your cousin, your little nephew, someone that's good with computers to fuck with computers. It is not up to me. You know how many times I teach people how to operate a computer? How many times I have to tell people, did you right click and copy or did you drag the link? And I'm like, I'm telling them how to operate a computer. Has nothing to do with tuning. Why read when I can keep asking? 5-0. Alex, I'm saving for boost. What should I go with? If Stand 93, Vortec, or VMP, Loki, or Whipple? Depends on how you want your power to come in. Oh. Oh my God. Yes, more work. Angel Jovel. Yeah, actually, I have an idea. I have a really good idea for you, Alex. Can you work more? I got the track was telling me to do a second gear launch, 315s. Does that work at 700 horsepower? No. Second gear launch, in my opinion, is good for 315s. Second gear leave to me is for like close to 1,000 horsepower cars, or maybe high 900s. I know Omar Garza has a second gear leave tune, but he makes like 850. So his car can benefit from it. I don't think at 700 you'll benefit from it that much. Wild Horse 550 said a boosted 1080 second gear launch into 1080 is never a good idea. That's incorrect, Wild Horse 50. Incorrect. Every super fast 10R80 car that makes over 1,000 or over 900 launches in second. Every single one. Because first gear in a 10R80 is 4.7. So second gear at over 1,000 horse is perfect. When I got my Boss tune by Lund, I set my mods, got the tune, did a couple of data log pulls, got evaluated, and never had a problem. It's that easy. All these guys have problems. Oh, now you want to get up there, motherfucker? Now you want to get up there? Come on. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Now he wants to get up there. Yeah, Walthorst, that's exactly what I was thinking. Supercharged factory stock training. Yeah, but okay, you guys are all wrong. You guys are all wrong. All wrong. I mean, holy shit. What is the MT82 horsepower limit? Well, KV, I've seen gears. It's not about horsepower limit because you're basically asking in a gear, when you floor it, at what horsepower will it come apart? It's getting it into a gear. If it's the forks, it's the clutch that you use, the fuse. If it's a stock clutch, you probably live a longer life. If it's a RXT, it will break within a month or two. YouTube is filled with so many answers to these basic questions. Exactly, bro. Well, Beefcake has that sale. Alex, my brother has a 14 single cab F-150. Oof, Gen 1. He's thinking about getting it tuned. Should I throw my extra Boss 302? Should I throw on my extra Boss 302 manifold? He has stock cams, Jared Wells. He has stock intake cams, so he's not going to benefit from it. He's not going to benefit from a Boss intake manifold with stock Gen 1 F-150 cams. It's just not going to happen. Stay. Hey, Alex, how'd that date go last night? Went well. Went really well. Girl was a Brazilian girl, super nice. We went to Drive Shack, which is like a Top Golf. And the moment I hit the first ball, she didn't want to hit the thing because she's like, oh, my God, you hit it so far. And I'm like, we're here to have fun and eat and hang out. Don't worry about it. She got into it later on, but we had a good time. These young boys don't know shit. Yeah, dude, unreal. Someone said I blew up my MT82 at 450 horsepower. My MT82 lasted 113,000 miles, and at 700 horse, it broke third gear. But that was because, I mean, there's no real reason. It had a Mantic clutch. I had gone to Mod Nats with it. I'd done a bunch of shit. I'd raced it. I've gone 10-4, 10-3 so many times, and it just busted one day. It was just time. The gears are the biggest issue. That's why the Ben Cal Mercedes 3 has G-Force gear sets that are stronger. Updated, Pat the One. Alex is a remote mechanic, computer instructor, reading comprehension teacher, tuning instructor, and gateway to meeting women. You guys are lucky to have it. No, whatever. It gets really old when I have to like tell you how to operate a computer. I'm like, I got to tell you how to operate a computer. Like, dude, come on, man. If you're not a computer guy, and then they complain, I don't know any about this computer stuff. Then why did you get an email tune? Why did you get an email tune if you don't know shit about computers? He's about to fucking eat it again. That's okay. I let him eat it. Fuck it. That's how he learns. I want to try Topgolf. It looks hella fun. It is fun. It's good. It's good shit. But did she go wee? No, we didn't. We didn't clap cheeks. No cheeks clapping. I'm hoping to clap cheeks Saturday. I'm see if I can get some cheek clapping time Saturday. It's time. Usually by the third day, if they don't give up the toto, I'm like, mira, si tú no me das ese toto by the third day.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Because I do it with everyone.
I do it with everyone.
I do that with everyone.
I do it with everyone.
I am not gonna sit there and not test drive the car by the third date. I've already spent probably $200 on dates, so it's time to pay up because
I do it with everyone.
I do it with everyone. Unreal. Be careful with, okay. Is your opinion still the same on old pump gears since your last vid about them 4 years ago? Uriel Carrera, what did I say about them 4 years ago? What did I say about old pump gears 4 years ago? Go. What did I say about old pump gears 4 years ago? Go, tell me. Some totito. See you later. Got to work on my own ticket queue. Fuck my life, says Michael Nunn. Like, I think if you ever have help desk people that are in IT, and I think usually some of the basic jobs is help desk, and that's literally helping people log onto their computer, install programs, troubleshoot viruses from them downloading porn, things like that. My job is becoming that. I send the tune out, and shops usually like, look, shout out to all the shops when it comes to Finish Line, HPJ, Paramount, PBH, because they still do some, you know, they load the tunes on some of the cars that get down there. And everyone else. Midnight is handled by Junior, and so they got their own thing going on. So, no issues. But then when you're in remote fucking Montana or something, and you're like, well, I put my own blower on my car, so I want to get after it, but I don't know shit about computers, but I heard London are the best email tuners, so they're going to teach me how to work a computer, step-by-step loading it onto the N-Gage, step-by-step downloading the tune, the oh my God, guys, this is, it just reminded me. So when you have an N-Gage, okay, let's say you have an N-Gage, right? The N-Gage doesn't know what day it is. Again, the N-Gage has no idea what day it is. It is not connected to the internet. There is no clock. There is nothing on the N-Gage that allows it to know what year it is, what time it is, what anything is. So when you take your SD card out of the N-Gage that doesn't know what day it is, and you put it in your computer and you're like, hey, it says 2012. Yeah, 2012. So why do you want it to? That's when the N-Gage was created. Yeah, but I recorded the log yesterday, 2021. The N-Gage doesn't know what time it is. It will never know what time it is. So when you take something that the N-Gage recorded, like a data log, it'll say log 1. Guys, the N-Gage numbers the logs the most easy way possible. Log 1, 2, 3. Every time you start and stop a log, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you open your folder and there's 76 logs, which is the most recent log? Which is the most if there's 76 logs on the N gauge, which log is the most recent log? Answer. I'm going to wait. It's a bit of a delay, so I'll wait. If there's 76 logs on the N gauge, which is the most recent log? Let's go. I'm waiting. I'm not going to say. I'm going to see a bunch of answers. And I'm going to spot the ones that say the wrong one. And I'm going to boot you from the fucking chat if you fucking say it wrong. Oh, man. Let me get ready. Come on. Don't be shy now, motherfuckers. Get in there. Start answering the question. Right. SVT Rod's gotta go. SVT Rod, it was nice knowing you, SVT Rod. I don't care if it was a joke. I'm gonna put you in timeout. SVT Rod, you're in timeout. Oh shit. He had to go. He said one. Bro, I'm telling you, how many times I get 15 logs in an email. 15 logs. And I go, I'm going to look at the most recent one. And I'm going to go, by the way, the most recent one is an idle log. And I asked you to get all these logs. Yeah, I just did all the logs and I just kept hitting the fucking screen and I just sent you everything that was in the SD card. No. Go out there, resample the log like we asked you and send us one log. If I ask you to log the condition, if I ask you to give me a full set of logs, if I ask you to give me a watt pole, and you give me more than one log, I know you don't know how to listen or read. Because at no point does it ever say, send me every fucking log that's in your logs folder. At no point anywhere in the instructions does it say, send me all the fucking logs. Nowhere does it say that. Do you know how many times people go, I'll just send them all of them. I'll just send them 800 logs. And it's not like he's tuning anyone else. I'm the only guy he's tuning all month. So he'll be happy to take a look at every single log. Do you guys still sell N gauges? What do I do with the N gauge? Hey, Alex, I think the tune you sent me is fucked up. It says the disc is protected. Wait, what? It says the disc is write protected. So you sent me a locked tune. Sir, is your lock tab on the locked? Is your lock tab on the down position? That little lock tab? You see that little lock tab right there? Is it in the down position? Yeah. Okay, do this. Bring it up. And now it's unlocked. Oh, man, I feel so stupid. You should. You should. Oh, man. Love the show today. Gotta go. Say hi to Tony for me. He did all this running and now he's sleeping. Look at him. He's sleeping. I just pop him in the fucking head. Might as well ship him your N gauge, laughing my ass off. Hey, Alex, it's been a while since I've tuned in. Says Timothy Fush. Has Lund tuned any ESS centrifugal superchargers yet? Oh, my God. What is wrong with people with this fucking ESS? Look, it's a centrifugal. It's going to be MAF and injectors. I don't care what air pump is being used. I can give a fuck what air pump is being used. MAF housing size, injectors. Aside from that, I have no control. So it's probably going to tune exactly like a Paxton with a different MAF curve. I don't know how much power it makes. I have no idea. But you guys are looking at it because it's cheap. Again, you're looking at it because it's cheap. There is tried and true shit out there. Why would you want to reinvent the wheel with something else? Go ahead and get it. We'll tune it. That's not a problem. It's just a MAF curve and injectors. That's really it. There's nothing special. I can't imagine. Because there's only so many ways you can make a centrifugal. Damn, Alex just told us how to unlock tunes. Can see some folks sending Alex logs from their lawnmowers. He goes, I hate your job. Someone says, I hate your job. Ain't you only tuning me? I need to talk to Junior and HPJ about this. Why the hell does anyone remove their SD card? It's the best. It's the quickest way to do it. It's the quickest way to do it. Removing your SD card is the quickest way to do it. If you're using the front thing, it hurts my soul. It takes so long. Do you still tune on SET? Dead Rats says, leave it to Beaner. What's for dinner tonight? Okay. Hey, bro, since you tune my car, right? I don't give you my cam card. Yeah, I love. Well, no, sometimes we need the cam card. Because if it's a custom cam to your vehicle, like something off the wall and custom, by the way, why would you get a custom cam? When comp cam stage 3s, stage 2s, 433, 410s are for Gen 3 are King Daddy, why would you get something custom? Because when we switch, look, many times we've worked with cam manufacturers and we have to tell them the news that, yeah, this shit sucks, bro. And they get mad. They go, well, you're not tuning it right. Sir, I've tried every cam angle there is possible. There is over 30 tunes on this vehicle. I've tried every cam angle, retard, advance, different overlap. I've tried it all. And these don't make shit. Matter of fact, the stock ones make more. So when people ask us, what cam do you recommend? It's because we've done hundreds. And every single time the vetting, meaning the proving of the cam is done, junior or senior usually do that. That's what we recommend. That bitch is badass. Now, if you have a custom set of cams, we will swing them the way that we think works, working with someone on a dyno. And if they work, great. If they don't work, we tell them, hey, it don't work. If someone wants to lock their cams, which I don't recommend, we'll tell them what angle to lock them at. The most desirable angle. The wheel is not a wheel. It's a circumference rotational device. If I put my RTD and SCT together, do I get an N-gauge? It's not Voltron. By the way, Voltron's an old reference. I'm sorry if you don't know who Voltron is. I sent Alex my nitrous watt logs in reverse. Less butchering of the car is required for install versus Paxton or Vortec. Then get it. Have at it. How are you butchering the car? How are you butchering the car with a fucking Paxton kit? What are you butchering? Butchering. Would NA cams work with nitrous? Yes. Look, Gen 1 cars. What's the best cam in my opinion for Gen 1 cars? Comp cam NA stage 3s. In any application, ask Jeremiah Camp. Jeremiah Camp has comp cam stage 3 NAs. His car made Gen 1 car, mind you, almost 480, almost 490 rear wheel horsepower with comp cam NA. Same cams with a Paxton on it, made close to 800 with bitch ass boost. Like bitch ass nothing boost. I might grab Jeremiah Camp's car and put it on the dyno, my dyno, just to see what it makes when I get to test drive it again. They're doing some work on it right now. It'd be interesting to see how much that thing makes. So yeah, and then we do Gen 2. Best cams for Gen 2, comp cam stage 2s. I don't know if they make a stage 3, but I think comp cam stage 2s seem to be pretty damn good in all applications for Gen 2s. Gen 3, I think the part number is 433410 comp cams. Why comp cams? I'm sorry, they just work. They just work every single time. But if you want to reinvent the wheel and go with some other bullshit, I mean, have at it. Have at it. It's your prerogative. I just like using what works. Stick with repeatable and proven combinations. See, Mike's Garage, I think what people do is they want to like be different. And I understand you wanting to be different because you don't want to copy everyone's combo. But let's say everyone's combo works really well and everyone's rolling the fuck out with that combo. Why would you want to reinvent the wheel only to then find out, shit, my stuff isn't as fast as his basic LMNOP stuff. Basic, B-cam, 1.6 rockers, basic shit. And people are like, well, I want to be different. I want to build my car the way I want to build my car. Then you're open to the possibility of building your car slower than everyone else's. You're open to that possibility, plain and simple. Hunter Walker says ESS has the same layout as Procharger, so why not get a Procharger? If ESS is copying Procharger, why would you get an ESS? Oh, looks like the PlayStation's shutting down. Looks like Street Fighter's going to play in a second. I would prefer the Vortex/Paxton, says Hunter Walker. Got it. Why do y'all need cams when my turbo car and stock Gen 1 cam still making power at 8,500? I don't know. People, for whatever reason, fall in love with cams because, one, they think they're going to chop. Two, they think it's going to make like 800 more horsepower than they already did. It's so weird. 151 likes and 427 in the chat. Hit the thumbs up. Okay, we got 256. Got 250. I'm okay with the likes. Look, there's 419 people on, 256 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, whenever you can, do that. It's the smallest thing I ask for, so the algorithms go up and this gets shared, and it's been working pretty well. The radiator brackets have to be modified too. Oh no! Oh my God! The radiator brackets, that one bolt has to be removed, and oh, then get a Procharger. Get a Procharger. How do y'all still get about 50 new tunes a week? Haven't you tuned all the Mustangs yet? Alex Cadell, the funny thing is, what I'm seeing now is retunes. People are selling their car with the Engage, buying a truck, or they buy a Coyote swap. People are just buying and selling Mustangs, and the secondhand market is really strong. So it is unbelievable to me that we have that many new tunes, and we dropped SCT from the program. SCT dropped us, whatever you want to say. They're gone, and we still have that much business. People took the dead rat and threw it in the fucking river and bought an RTD because they were loyal to us, and we appreciate that so highly. I think people thought, well, I'm not going to buy a new device. Fuck that. I'm just going to go to a tuner that supports my device. No, people went, fuck this device if Lund doesn't support it anymore. I'm a Lund guy. So look, trust me, when I saw the RTD sales, I went, wow, these guys are loyal to Lund Racing, not the device. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you. D1SC on 10 PSI. Jen wanted to put a hurting on a C7Z06 on my way home. Nice. Hey, Alex, what happened to the Paxton S197 you drove from Power by the Hour? The car was badass. Jeremiah Camp. I'm going to review that car soon. It's getting some new work done to it. I'm going to go to Mikey's shop, Mike Chamberlain, and do a video at his shop and show you what work he did to Jeremiah Camp's car. And then I'll do a proper review of that car and shove it on the dyno to see what kind of power it makes. Hit the like button. Oh, yeah, got 300 likes. Awesome. I still need to throw my SCT in the trash. Don't throw it in the trash. Look, I'm not telling you to throw it in the trash, but it's useless if you want to fuck with us. RTD's the future, says Angel Jovel. Wait until the app comes out. Now they have the plus, the minus, the element OP. They got like 15 different versions, but we support all of them except the MPVI because we're not sending you open tunes. Fuck that. I run broomstick cams for more power over 7200. How much power can be made on stage 6 Roush cams on a 2-valve Celine? I don't know if he's being funny, but I'm good. Timothy Fush, ESS drives off to the factory crank pulley. So does Vortec and Paxton. Timothy Fush, you're looking real stupid right now. You're pushing this ESS thing down everyone's throat when Vortec and Paxton's run off of the factory crank pulley. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Please. Procharger is the one that runs off the other shit. And when was the last time you saw me recommend a Procharger to anybody? Stop pushing ESS down people's throats. If Vortec and Paxton are already out there and they're proven, tried and true, why the fuck would you recommend anything else that literally mimics that? It's weird. It's weird. I understand. You probably got to deal with them. I don't know. Did you get sponsored by them? Like, I get it. We'll tune it. But god damn it. You're saying shit that the Vortec and Paxton already do. Fuck, shit gets old, man. EV's the future. I'm sticking with Lund Hardcore. Everyone, and I know, wants me to go to Palm Beach Dyno so they can do in-person tuning. Lund Racing till I die. Why would a in-person tune be better than an email tune if the tune is better? You know what I mean? Like an in-person, I can hand deliver you a shit tune. Here you go. Hand delivered shit tune. It's in person. Or do you want your ego stroked? You want your car to be put on the dyno and you want to be given a sheet that says how much your shit makes. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. All right, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Got already people. I'm sure someone's going to push an On3 kit on me or ESS or some brand new blower that no one knows about that I have to give a fuck about all of a sudden. Fuck all that. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. YDBT Daily. Today we talked a little man pedal stuff, and then I took some really stupid questions, which seems to be a lot of fun for you guys to listen back to on a replay. It's a good time. Be happy that you don't have to answer these questions for a living. Trust me, because the amount of questions I see here, I get double or triple in my regular life and regular work life. It's crazy, but I'm out here trying to do the people's work, trying to educate people as much as I can so the questions are less and less silly. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to Power by the Hour right now, and I'm going to go see if Jake can turn on the Mama Luna. So see if we can get some sounds out of it. He's got to route a couple more lines. So we'll see. I'll get some video, see what happens, see if we can get it running. If not, I'll get you a video when it's running. All right, guys, I will see you.